Good morning, good evening, depending on whatever part of your world you're in. Welcome to BMR, Broke Man Racing. Today, I want to talk about a purchase that I made. Some segments that I'm going to go over is the make of it, who manufactured it, and pricing at the end. So, first thing I want to tackle is, as you can see already, I already unwrapped and unboxed it a while ago. I just never had the chance to actually make a video of it. So this is a replica Pro Series intake manifold for the K Series. Now specifically, this bolts directly up to, and it has been confirmed by me, and I'm pretty sure by anybody else who's already bought this, if they actually bought it. It bolts up to the K Series K20 Z3 head and the K24 A2 head. You can tell via the provision for the coolant passage for the head, and how the bolt pattern is to the head exactly as well. And as you know, the Skunk 2 Pro Series intake manifold is a Skunk 2, I guess, reinvented version of the RBC intake manifold, if you might say. So that's that. Another thing that I want to talk about is the actual real make of it, like how the quality of the make of it is. It's not the best, but it's not the worst intake manifold for the pricing. But like I said, I'll get to that pricing later on. So first thing is throttle body opening side. What they did is that they CNC'd the throttle body opening after it was made, and then after obviously the face, and then around that. There is some casting marks on the inside of here, and then after they CNC'd the opening, they didn't cut all the way in, so it did leave some marks on there that may need to get ported out a little later on, so they're smoothing it out. Another thing about the throttle body opening is that since the RBC and the Skunk 2 Pro Series intake manifold have the same exact bolt pattern, so you can bolt a drive-by-wire throttle body directly to it. So via J35, the factory 64mm one, things like that, or get the adapter for drive-by cable throttle body, either via V Series or the K21, things like that. This throttle body opening right here, or I guess, well, the bolt pattern for it, it is not the RBC one. This is the direct bolt pattern for the K20 A2 and A3. So either RSX Type S or RSX Base or EP3. This is a good thing for the non-Z3, non-K24 A2 people. It's not so much a good thing for the Z3 or A2 people. Why? Because if you want to put it in a TSX, you'd have to figure out how to create an adapter or something of the sort so you can throw your drive-by-wire back on it, because the bolt pattern does not match up to that, period, at all. I already tried it. I have a J35 throttle body that I have laying in my toolbox from an intake manifold that I got for free from a friend, thinking that the bolt pattern would match up. It does not. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal because I don't have a car yet, so the plans can always change. That's all right. Another thing is, as you can see, the runners definitely need a little bit of touching up, as far as the way they look. Shoot, maybe even the coolant passage, to be honest with you. This is about the way to look at it. But yeah, they definitely need a touching up with a Dremel or a drill with a sanding belt, so this can get fixed and cleaned up. What I would do is I would throw a gasket on it, mark it up with a marker, and then just pour it out like that. Just gasket match it all the way, might as well, because you're gonna have to clean it up anyway. It is due to the casting of it, since the casting is a replica of the original Pro Series intake manifold. It's not gonna be the best. Also, as far as where the plenum area is at, the inside of basically the intake manifold body plenum area, right? It is not the best casting. It is hit or miss. You may get lucky, man, but the casting is not the best, so do not expect the best flow out of this thing. It will be better than having the original K24 intake manifold or the A3 plastic intake manifold on your K20. It is going to be a lot better than that, for sure. That's a big given, because it'll flow. It's a shorter distance than they both are. But it's not going to be the best flow until you port it. Now, you have two ways to port it. You could either just port the runners as far as you can up and down and just leave the roughness inside the plenum of the intake manifold, or you can cut it open, which then you would end up cutting right past this plate, or you can end up cutting around the plate. It's up to you. It'll have to get cut open and welded after it gets ported. Things like that. Now, another thing, paint job on this is not the best. Obviously, there is some paint inside the throttle body that definitely should get cleaned up. Inside the port areas as well. Under it, definitely needs to get cleaned up. Okay, this whole intake manifold came like this. I didn't do anything to it. That right there, it's a little bothersome. I'd prefer not to have that there, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's how it's made. That's my review of it. That's how it's made. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world, especially for the price. The reason why I got it was because of the price, and I wanted to see what the make of it was, so I can review it myself. Intake manifold, have a budget intake manifold, so I can run it on the street and see where it goes from there. So now the pricing of it, you're already seeing it now. This is what it looks like all the way around. Upside down, yep. There. I already showed you the back of it. So the pricing of it. This intake manifold cost me $120 and I believe 76 cents altogether. That is with shipping off of eBay. Again, the people who made it, if I haven't mentioned it already in the video, which I thought I did, it is Maxpeedingrods. I can link them in the description if you really want to get it. Great service from them. They replied pretty quickly within the next few days after me asking for questions. But yes. Oh, also forgot one thing. The throttle body opening is machined to 70 millimeters already. If you want to go any higher than that, that is up to you. I know the K-tune throttle bodies, they range between the better opening throttle bodies for the K series. They range between 72 millimeters and 80 millimeters. There's a bunch of videos out there on dyno ratings and how well the power is output, the throttle response on each throttle body. I won't get into that. But yes, $120.76. This will get you a K series intake manifold that is the replica of the Pro Series intake manifold. This is not the actual Pro Series intake manifold. This is a replica of it. For $120, you can't really beat it. It's not that bad. I do plan on running it. Like I said, I already got my sanding bolts for the Dremel. I'm going to clean up these ports. I'm just going to gasket match them once I get my new gasket in. I'll bolt it up, draw it out, gasket match it, clean up the runners a little bit because they do need to get cleaned up a tad bit, nothing crazy. And that's about it. Well, again, thanks for tuning in to BMR, Broke Man Racing. Have a great day.